The Malaysian Grand Prix could be making a surprise return to the Formula 1 calendar. Why? Well, because of the race rotation scheme that Stefano Domenicali is wanting to implement, and indeed is planning to implement. We know he's going to be rotating the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps as a minimum. There's got to be something that rotates with it, of course, but a potential return could be on the cards for Malaysia, Sepang International Circuit, to return to F1 for the first time in almost 10 years at that point. The most recent Grand Prix there was in 2017, and the earliest that we could really see it is 2027, I'd say. But is this realistic? Because Malaysia, of course, left on its own terms in a sense. They left Formula 1 before Formula 1 left it. But will they reverse that decision? Let's have a look, guys. Full article as always here on the F1Chronicle.com. Malaysia has poured cold water on speculation that it could join the ever-expanding Formula 1 calendar. Liberty Media is devising a rotation system to accommodate more host nations, with former venues such as Portugal openly pushing for a return. And I covered that story last week for you guys as well, so you can see my thoughts on Portimao coming back if you go back and look at the previous videos on the channel. But Malaysia's Youth and Sport Minister Hannah Yeo told Parliament last week that Sepang is not part of the plan. She said, and I quote, "Hosting fees payable to Liberty Media are estimated at around 300 million Malaysian ringgits annually," which I think there's about 5 ringgits to the pound. It was when I went there a good few years ago, so that's around £60 million. With contracts typically lasting 3 to 5 years, she revealed, mentioning a sum equating to roughly $71 million per year, or up to $350 million over several years, so 71 million bucks. I mean, yeah, around that kind of value I said before. Maintaining the Sepang track to FAA Grade 1 standards also costs around 10 million Malaysian ringgits per year, which is around $2.3 million US dollars. Yeo argued the money would be better spent developing local sport. 300 Malaysian ringgits could support sports programs across 20 disciplines, benefiting 363 podium athletes and nearly 10,000 talent development athletes annually. With Singapore entrenched on the calendar and Thailand preparing to join in 2028, Yeo was blunt. These factors combined mean that bringing F1 back to Malaysia is not in our current plans. Sepang hosted Formula 1 between 1999 to 2017 before the government halted its involvement due to rising costs and declining attendances. Today the circuit is focusing on MotoGP, with CEO Azan Shafriman Hanif warning, "We do not want to repeat the mistakes of the past. We let F1 go and now it's very hard to get it back. I hope we don't make the same mistake with MotoGP." Meanwhile, F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali told Sport Bild that he is prioritising return to Germany. Germany is Germany, and it belongs to Formula 1. Then why has there not been a race there since 2019, Stefano? Money. Simple as that. It belongs to F1 if the price is right. If anyone is seriously interested, they will find a way to contact me. But time is running out. There is a long list of countries waiting, with their prime ministers and royals who absolutely want to have a race and will pay us more money than European countries like Germany. Oh, sorry, he didn't say that, did he? But we knew what he meant. So yeah, I mean, the sports minister lady, you know, she kind of hit the nail on the head with that, really. I mean, Malaysia's not going to come back into F1. I don't see it. They've got MotoGP there. They love their motorcycle riding there. They left because the attendances were declining. I mean, if they come back to F1, the attendances will be back up because, you know, F1's pretty much sells out everywhere it goes at this point, you know. And I think Malaysia would be no exception to the rule, but the fact that you've got Singapore on its doorstep, you've got Thailand, of course, coming in as well, that would limit the amount of people going to Malaysia. Essentially, they brought the Malaysian Grand Prix to Formula 1 because Malaysia wanted to promote itself as a destination to go in Southeast Asia, because before that it was kind of Thailand or nothing. And then obviously they got more popular, a lot more tourists started to come in, and the cost of hosting a Formula 1 Grand Prix there in the country, it wasn't viable anymore, and they basically said, you know, this money will be better spent elsewhere. And that's very refreshing for a government to say something like that. Lord knows my government never says anything like that. We waste money on all kinds of vanity projects. But anyway, let's not get into politics. What do you think, guys? Would you like to see Malaysia back? From a pure racing point of view, I would love to see it back. I think it's a great track, and I think it's better than probably half of the calendar at this point, personally. But we're not going to see it back for me. Never going to happen. Your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. As always, if you want to see more of this, and have a great day wherever in the world today. I'll see you very soon.